Let's click the screen. Enter the handle selection interface. Use the handle selected according to your needs. For example, our S-sculpture handle, after coming in, 1 is the speed of its frequency. If it is a large area of customer operation, you can increase this parameter for it at an appropriate frequency. Our manual also has a suggestion. You can read the manual to operate. Here is the intensity of the energy. It refers to our handle. The size of a point output here is length. We can set it up here. Below is our head. He has a remaining number of runs, multiple 60,000. The above is one of our shipments. The standard is more than 62,000 runs. 2,000 runs normal. Our shipment guarantee is normal within 60,000 delivery. 2,000 extra runs, mainly used for aging testing. Or check whether the machine is normal. And this is the one down here where we plug in the probe, an area of operation recognized, mainly for our faces. Manipulation of the forehead, cheeks. And then, 3.0, the depth of the recognition probe. And here's the record, 1 point at a time we output. And then go to the next one and stop for the next one. After preparation, press here to start exporting. When we click ready from here, the water pump in this machine will work. Water from our machine tank. Pull our handle to the probe for operation. This is the sound of turning off our touch point. Then set it inside. We don't have to pay attention. This is all set in advance. And here it is. A smart switch. Let's take a look at the handle. When we are ready, the handle will start pumping water up. Start at work. At this time, this circle outside, the silver ring has a cooling function. It works in this position. When we prepare, you can touch it with your hands. Feel if it has ice. If you feel ice, it proves that the refrigeration is working normally. Then when preparing, by pressing the button here, we'll trigger our handle and it works. Just got to work. One shot is recorded here, which is a point. Then it will be reduced according to the wind shot we use. When not in use, we can cancel it, including the customer's replacement of the handle probe. For example, with this probe, he needs to replace it with another depth. Then the machine must be turned off or stop it from working. Cancel work. We'll do the replacement. Be sure to remember this. If the customer is dissatisfied with the water tank on his side, there will be bubbles here. This time, we want to avoid this situation. Compass. Push harder. Shake it. Put this bubble in the back. That's it. But normally, we all need to fill up the instrument with water. Add to the overflow hole outlet, continuous water outlet, at least 5 seconds or more than 10 seconds. If the customer encounters such a bubble state, you can do as I just said, this method to deal with. Stop it when not in use. Let's take a look at the freezing point multi-roll handle. After entering, it has 2 modes. One is our dotted line, is in this state. And then here is the straight line mode. It's this straight line here. And then down is the parameters that set it. When making a straight line, you can only adjust the intensity of the energy. In in1 mode, only this can be adjusted. This location, only one function of it can be adjusted. It can be understood that it is the total width. These are fixed. And here's the length. Remember that in in1 mode, length, total width and energy, only these 3 can be adjusted. Others are not adjustable. If it is this move mode, that is, in the dotted mode of the dotted line, we can make all adjustments. First, the length. We can take a look, adjustable length. Then the total width is adjustable. The total width can be typed up to 12 lines. Now it's a line like this. 12 lines per row. We can add it to 11. Then other parameters need to be narrowed down to reach a width as large as 12 rows. Here is the distance between points. We reduce to a minimum. Then here is the distance between the lines. Go see it now. It is this setting that can type up to 12 lines. If the customer needs operating parameters, the suggestion is to select the mode. For example, we want to start the pattern in in1. After selecting the mode, perform parameter setting, then save. At this time, we just set this parameter. It is stored on in1. If further storage is required, also select the location, then perform parameter adjustment, then store. Parameter adjustment is in this position, generally not recommended for customers to use, so that an operating parameter goes to the clinic. Because these two deaths will cause relatively high redness and swelling to the skin. I suggest he reduce the density a bit. The density can be reduced by this function. And this widening, point distance and line distance. In this way, its entire density can be a little more relaxed, and then we can do that by modulating the energy. This energy on manual also has a recommended value. You can refer to it. What about the head we are currently plugging in? It's the 4.5 probe from here. Treatment for the face. All the data presented at this location. It all changes according to the parameters we adjusted above. The following data is presented in addition to this head number and its depth. You can ignore other words. Then this position, it records the number of rounds we played. Like we're ready to hit. One will be recorded here. The preparation is stopped here. When preparing for the first time, two icons will appear at this location. After the second icon is rendered, we can operate. You must pay attention. If it is not fully presented, don't be too hasty to press start work. Bottom there, slow mode. One is fast mode, mainly refers to the speed of dotting. Then the switch of refrigeration is set. You can ignore it. Okay, click back. Let's take another look. Operation of microneedles and cold hammers. This is the interface to enter the thermage head. Here is the interface of the M8 needle. This prompt table refers to two handles. There is currently no needle plugged in. An exclamation mark just popped up indicating. And here's what I'm going to tell you about the buttons on its interface. The first one is time, clinical time, and below that is RF. The strength is when it sticks out into the skin, a heat release. And here is the depth of the needle. If it's a phase, it goes here until after 2 o'clock. Then the words of the body. If it recognizes the body, we can go until after 7 o'clock. And there are two models underneath. One is the normal mode. The other is explosive mode. But for the face, it only has normal mode. There's no burst pattern. And then there's the number of times. Like 2 needles. Single needle. Down here are the parameters of the body. It's identical to the parameters on the face. And then we'll look at the position. On all bodies, It will have an explosion mode for us to choose from. The burst mode is divided into 3 needle ending and needle exiting. You can refer to our needle delivery video for this. Then this way. The prepare button and the stop button are all set here. Then these two are record of the number of needle discharges. There's also the number of times you went out. Body record. Click here. You can clear our number of times. Then turn on the cooling. We can click this location. Open it directly to the highest level and you can operate it. What about the cold hammer? It tightens the skin and the effect of relieving pain. It can be used with microneedles. It is closed at 0. And down here, it is to store the parameters we adjusted above. It's like, after freezing point multi-row adjustment parameters, just press star. That's what we're doing on the microneedle interface.